Evelyn, he sighed, stepping closer. You weren't supposed to see that. Not yet. A cold realization settled over her. He had planned something. Something that was supposed to happen asterisk asterisk tomorrow asterisk asterisk her stomach turned. She had no choice. With a sudden burst of adrenaline, she grabbed the suitcase and threw it at him, dashing for the door. Jason stumbled but recovered fast. Evelyn, stop! He shouted, but she was already running. Fleeing open the front door, she sprinted into the night, her only thought. Asterisk asterisk escape asterisk asterisk. But as she reached the driveway, headlights flashed. A car idled just beyond the house. Before she could react, the door swung open, and a familiar voice called out, "Get in, now." Evelyn's breath caught. It was Detective Harris, the same officer she had seen in one of the old news reports. The one investigating the missing women. Asterisk asterisk the ones on the list asterisk asterisk. Jason was right behind her now, his footsteps fast, determined. Without thinking, she lunged for the car. The second she slammed the door shut, the detective hit the gas. Jason stood frozen in the headlights, his expression finally stripped of charm, just cold, calculating fury. As they sped away, Evelyn's hands shook. "How did you know?" She whispered. The detective exhaled. "Because, Evelyn, you were never his first choice. You were just the first to make it out alive." Evelyn stared out the window, her breath uneven as the house faded into the distance. The weight of everything crashed over her. How close she had come to disappearing like the others. Detective Harris drove in silence for a moment before speaking. "We've been watching him for months. We just didn't have enough to stop him. Until now." He glanced at her. "You were the break we needed." Evelyn's hands tightened in her lap. The list, the envelope, the way Jason had watched her. It all made sense now. She had been his next target. But she wasn't just another name. She was the one who got away. By morning, Jason was in custody. His carefully built life unraveled in front of the world. Evelyn would never forget the man she thought she loved, but she had survived. And as she walked away from the past, she knew one thing for sure. She would never ignore the warning signs again. Olivia's breath caught in her throat. The noise from upstairs sent a shiver down her spine. Her eyes flicked to Jason, searching for a reaction. For the first time, she saw real fear in his expression. He knew something she didn't. Without thinking, Olivia moved toward the stairs, but Jason grabbed her arm again. This time, his grip was tighter. "Don't," he warned, his voice low. She wrenched free. "Who's up there, Jason?" Before he could answer, another thud echoed through the house. Then silence. The girl gasped, her body tensing. Olivia's heart raced as she took a cautious step forward. She wasn't backing down. And then, just as she reached the bottom step, the unexpected happened. The door upstairs creaked open, and a figure emerged, Jason's older brother, Mark. His face was pale, his hands shaking. "I tried to stop this," Mark muttered, his voice filled with regret. "But it's worse than you think." Everything Olivia thought she knew came crashing down. This wasn't just about Jason. It was bigger, and far from over. Olivia felt her stomach drop. Worse than she thought. How could it be worse? She turned to Jason, expecting him to deny it, to fight back, but he didn't. He just stood there, shoulders tense, jaw clenched. Mark swallowed hard. "I've been trying to protect you, Olivia. But Jason, he's been keeping secrets. And not just from you." His eyes flicked to the girl, filled with guilt. "You need to get her out of here. Now." Olivia's instincts kicked in. She grabbed the girl's hand and pulled her toward the door. Jason didn't stop her. He didn't say a word. Whatever control he thought he had was gone. As she stepped outside, the weight of everything hit her at once. The betrayal, the lies, the danger she never saw coming. But she wasn't a victim, she was free. And as she walked away, she knew one thing for sure. Jason's secrets were no longer hers to keep.